Gestalt perception is the idea that our brains naturally group and organize visual elements into meaningful patterns or wholes, rather than perceiving them as separate individual parts.
What are these random piles of wood on your ping pong table, Jackson?
You see, using Gestalt perception, I know that when I put them together, they'll form a tower, just like this. Ta-da!
Closure refers to our tendency to mentally complete or fill in missing parts of an incomplete image or object.
Yo, what's that sign up there?
That's obviously a stop sign. Using the Gestalt principle of closure, I can tell.
Wow!
Proximity is the principle that states we tend to perceive objects that are close to each other as a group or related.
Evan, look at those two groups of bushes. There's a group of small ones and a group of big ones.
No, silly. Using the Gestalt principle of proximity, you should group them by big bush and small bush based on how close together they are.
Continuity is the principle that our minds prefer to perceive continuous, smooth, and flowing lines or patterns.
Evan, where are you going? I can't see the road up there. That means it ends.
No, there's obviously a road. Using the Gestalt principle of continuity, you can tell. It continues.
Oh wow, you were right. That's so cool.
Figure ground perception is the ability to distinguish an object from its background in a visual scene.
Yo, Evan, look at that billboard. What's on it?
Well, using figure ground perception, I can easily tell there's a person in the foreground and differentiate them from the background.
Similarity refers to the principle that we tend to group and perceive objects that are similar in shape, color, and other characteristics as belonging together.
Wow, look, football. Using the Gestalt principle of similarity, I can easily tell which players are on the Lions and which players are on the Raiders. The Raiders are wearing white, the Lions are wearing gray.
Convergence is the binocular cue for when your eyes turn inward when looking at something up close, helping you determine how close that object is. Relative motion is a monocular cue where objects at different distances appear to move at varying speeds and directions as you move, helping your brain perceive depth and distance. Linear perspective is a monocular cue in which parallel lines appear to converge at a single point in the distance, giving the illusion of depth and distance in two-dimensional images or scenes. Motion perception is a process by which the human visual system interprets the movement of objects and the relative speed and direction in the visual field, allowing us to understand and navigate our environment.
Thousand years later.
Oh no, Rushy, do you not know how motion perception works? You know what? What? Screw this and screw you. Ha!
Size constancy is where we perceive objects as maintaining a relatively consistent size, regardless of changes in their distance from us.
Is that the dog?
Brightness constancy is where we perceive the brightness of an object as relatively constant, even when the lighting conditions change. Shape constancy is where we perceive an object as maintaining its same shape, even when viewed from different angles, distances, or orientations. Rectangle. Trapezoid.